Welcome, everyone. We are so happy to have you join us for today's Purpose Awards information session. And today we just want to tell you a little bit more about the Purpose Awards, answer any questions you may have as you are completing the applications, and make sure you are aware of all of the key dates. So before we jump into talking more about Purpose Awards, I want to share a little bit about ACCP and just who we are and why we're doing the Purpose Awards. So we are a membership association for people in companies that have a commitment to corporate social impact. We have around 230 of the leading social purpose companies as members and multiple colleagues that are active in the organization. And our goal is really to advance the effectiveness of CSR professionals by sharing knowledge, fostering solutions, and cultivating inclusive peer communities. So a lot of what we're doing is really to support the professionals, which is why we feel so important about having the Purpose Awards and really honoring and recognizing the work that CSR professionals are doing each year. ACCP offers several educational events throughout the year to really help ensure that CSR professionals have the resources that they may need ongoing. So we do this through our annual conference, which will be coming up with a virtual component September 14th and 15th, and an in-person component that we are so excited to bring back this year, October 16th through 18th. We also host an annual forum event, which is a hands-on learning program for CSR professionals who are newer to the field. And then our deep dive topical summits that are two afternoon events multiple times throughout the year. Our upcoming one is on impact measurement, and we'd love to see you there, as well as ongoing educational webcasts that are hosted on a monthly basis with current topics that are related to the CSR profession. So there are a lot of ways to engage with ACCP throughout the year, and we hope to see you at many of these upcoming events. So today, what we are here for is really to talk about the ACCP Purpose Awards. We just opened applications a few weeks ago, and we are so excited to see some nominations start coming in. Sarah will drop in the chat the link to Purpose Awards applications so you can read more about each of these and have that link directly at your fingers to go to. But this is something that we launched in 2016 to celebrate corporate social impact professionals who really are serving as beacons of excellence in their field. It's the only awards program that recognizes individuals who are helping to catalyze change from within their companies. So we have been doing this for the past several years through our Champion for Change, Trailblazer, and Rising Star categories. And we're thrilled this year to introduce a new category, which is the Corporate Social Impact Team of the Year, honoring two or more practitioners in the field. One important note about this is that the Purpose Awards applications can be for both ACCP members and non-member companies. So you do not have to be an ACCP member to submit a nomination for this. So we'll start by taking you through each of the categories. The first one is our Champion for Change, which recognizes those who are championing their company's commitment to corporate social impact by driving the business case through measurable results and demonstrably committing to corporate social impact both inside and outside the company. It's a top level company executive who is championing and advocating for this work and creating company wide adoption of CSR strategies and efforts. They work to increase financial, human, and in kind resources and provide thought leadership that advances the company's social impact efforts. This leader is going to be someone that's a senior executive in the company, so the CEO, CFO, or other C suite level. Their portfolio will go beyond the social impact function. And it does not need to be a leader that has functional leadership of CSR or ESG in their portfolio, but someone that adds value to and champions the work of the CSR professionals within their company. The leader will show a commitment to driving their community forward by tackling and advancing relevant and current social topics within CSR and ESG, including racial equity. From there, our next category is the Trailblazer. This award recognizes a top leader of the social impact team who oversees company-wide CSR or ESG as all or part of their role. The person will report directly to an executive within the company whose role is much broader than CSR and is not involved in the day-to-day decisions about the company's social impact work. This leader will be responsible for setting the CSR strategy, influencing the C-suite and line of business executives, and leading the staff and a cross-functional team of employees who execute the CSR department's responsibilities. They will have broad decision-making authority, allocating the department's budget, engaging and communicating results, both with internal and external stakeholders. And they will be the key spokesperson for the company's social impact initiatives and purpose. Their work will produce measurable impact on social, environmental, or economic issues within the company and the business through leadership, expertise, innovation, and communication. They will share an exceptional story of corporate social impact that builds influence and interest internally and externally. We're looking for a problem solver who overcomes challenges and barriers to success to help their team be resilient. This leader will also show a commitment to driving their community forward through relevant and current topical issues, again, including racial equity and ESG. From there, we'll recognize a rising star. And the rising star is to really look at a junior or mid-career professional whose achievement and social impact is attained at any level with initiative, vision, and hard work. This person is working to implement or cultivate a program or initiative as part of their role within the company that results in measurable impact within the company and in the community. They'll utilize influence, initiative, and vision without positional authority to achieve outsized impact. This person will apply current knowledge and best practices to drive their work forward, including things like considering racial equity, thinking about outcome measurement, bringing data or examples to the table, and demonstrating that they are staying current in the field to advance the work of CSR within their company. Finally, new this year, we have the Corporate Social Impact Team of the Year. And we are so excited to introduce this award, which will recognize achievement in business results and social impact through innovative and collaborative initiative by a community impact and or ESG department or sub-team within the department. It's a minimum of 2 coworkers to be eligible for this award. And the team's work will have an exceptional social impact story that is shared inside and outside the company. We're looking for a team that works well together, collaborates across departments, engages cross-functional and line of business employees and partners. Each member of the team is clear on their role and brings value to the team while supporting one another to ensure success. The team works together to successfully solve problems and demonstrate resiliency as inevitable challenges or barriers arrive. The team will also apply innovative approaches that help drive success and show a commitment to driving their work forward, utilizing principles of diversity, equity, and inclusion. So as we look at each of these awards, another thing we want to make sure you are aware of is the key dates. Applications are now open and they will remain open through June 17th. So today is June 1st. Nominations will close on June 17th. The judging committee will then start the review period in July. In August, award recipients will be notified. And then we will also, during our in-person conference in October, celebrate the recipients during our conference in Washington, D.C. The recipients do not need to be present in our in-person conference, but we will take a moment to celebrate their accomplishments and achievements. So again, these are important dates to keep in mind. The most important at this moment being that nominations will close on June 17th. So what are we looking for in the Purpose Award applications? Just some tips to keep in mind as you move forward. With all of these applications, we really want you to be specific about the person's accomplishments. What have they done that demonstrates that they have gone above and beyond? How are they an exceptional leader? Can you include measurable results for the projects that they've been working on or the teams that they have lifted up through their work? Can you highlight innovative efforts that they have done that really demonstrate how this person is leading the field of CSR and advancing the work within their company and for their community? So we want you to be specific, include measurable results and data points, highlight innovative efforts that they are doing to really ensure that the judging committee knows why this person should be selected as a 2022 Purpose Award recipient. So with all of that, we wanted to take a moment and open the floor for questions that you may have about Purpose Awards applications and how they might work. So we'll take a moment now. You can go ahead and drop any questions that you may have in the chat or use the Q&A feature to let us know what would be helpful for you as you are considering someone to nominate for a Purpose Award. If you're looking to nominate yourself and you want to know a little bit more about how that works, if you have a question about who might be eligible for the Purpose Award, or how our review process will work, we're happy to answer any of those questions now. So please feel free to drop a question in the chat or using the Q&A feature. We're happy to take those questions here. Are there any expectations of the winners after selection? That's a great question. There are no specific expectations or requirements that the winners will have to fulfill once they are selected. However, we will provide some opportunities for them to share their story. That's looked different each year. Sometimes it's a webcast featuring the story of a Purpose Award recipient. If you were recently attended our webcast in April with Kara Garcia Bao, who was the 2021 Rising Star recipient, that was an opportunity she had as a recipient. It is, however, not an expectation or requirement. We've also featured some of our recipients in our ACCP Insights blog. We'll share their story through our newsletter and other communication vehicles that ACCP uses. A senior VP. So the next question is, which award would a senior VP be best suited for? So there's kind of two options here. If the senior VP is in charge of the CSR function, then likely what you're looking at is that they are going to be a trailblazer applicant. If the senior VP is in charge of a broader scope of work, so this is someone where they're at your company, they're considered a senior executive. Their portfolio goes beyond the social impact function, but they are a huge advocate for the social impact function. That might be a champion for change. But if their role is truly as a senior VP of the corporate social impact function, even if they have some additional duties added on, then that would likely be our trailblazer. The next question is, can you go over champion for change again? And the requirements we're looking for. Absolutely. So the champion for change is going to be a senior executive within the company. So we're looking at, likely a C-suite executive, but this is someone whose portfolio includes broader business categories than just the corporate social impact function. They do not have to have functional leadership of CSR or ESG. It could be your chief financial officer. It could be your technology leader. As long as they are adding value to and championing and supporting the company's commitment to CSR, then they would be included in this. But it's a senior executive within the company who is really championing the work of the corporate social impact team and driving the business case for that work. The next question, are the awards restricted to companies and their efforts, particularly in the US, or is this global? This can be global. So ACCP does work with companies that are global and not just based in the US. So we can recognize a leader who whose work extends beyond the US. What other questions would be helpful for you to know? I will also share that the email address that you see on your screen, purposeawards@accp.org, that comes directly to our team, and we will respond to all of those requests as you're completing your application. So if you have any questions beyond this webcast, you are welcome to send those questions there. Another request came in about the criteria of evaluation for the team category. Absolutely. So for the Corporate Social Impact Team of the Year, we are looking for a team of CSR and or ESG practitioners, and it has to be a minimum of 2 people that comprise this team. And we are looking for the team that is working well together, collaborating across the department. They're engaging cross-functional and other line of business partners. Each member has a clear role and is demonstrating how they bring value to the team while supporting one another to ensure success. We are looking for a team that is successfully solving problems and addressing issues around corporate social impact and the community efforts of a company. They're using innovation and creating new approaches that drive success and show a commitment to the company's work. And it is key that the team is really working around utilizing principles of diversity and equity and inclusion in their work. And again, for the team, for all of these, we really want to see specific examples, measurable results. What did the team accomplish with their work? Not just that they worked well together, but because they worked well together, what were they able to do? What were they able to achieve? How did they support the company? Is there a cost associated per award application? Great question. There is no cost to submit a nomination for the ACCP Purpose Awards. These are free of charge, so please submit as many applications as you want for people that qualify for these awards. Any other questions? I see one in the Q&A box. If unsure which award to apply for, could you nominate one person for two categories? If you are unsure of which award someone would qualify for, we would ask you to actually send us an email at purposeawards@accp.org. Give us a brief explanation of who you're looking to nominate, what their level is within the company, and a just very brief overview of their responsibilities. And we can help direct you to the right category. We do not recommend that you submit one person for multiple categories. So please reach out to us and we'd be happy to help you determine which category best fits for someone that you're looking to nominate. We're really excited to see some nominations already coming through, and you do still have, 16 days to nominate. So the nominations will close on June 17th. The ACCP team is available here to answer any questions that you might have, so please do feel free to reach out to us. And we look forward to seeing who you nominate for the work that they are doing here. This is really, again, to honor and recognize the professionals who are doing and supporting and advocating for CSR day in and day out. And it is our privilege to recognize those nominees for the work that they are doing. All of the nominees, not just our recipients. Is there a time on June 17th that nominations will close? That is a great question. I believe that we are closing applications. I am just double checking on that for you right now. So nominations will close end of business on June 17th. So end of business day, ACCP operates on East Coast hours, US East Coast hours. So close of business on June 17th. And then if you, again, on June 17th, if you are having any issues with the application, please definitely do reach out to us via email. That is the best way to get in touch with us, purposeawards@accp.org. And we will be happy to address any issues you might be experiencing on that day. If there are no other questions, we will wrap up today's webcast. We so appreciate you all joining us to learn a little bit more about the Purpose Awards and how the process works and what each of the categories are. Again, you can apply for a Purpose Award. You can find the link. We'll drop it in the chat one more time, but if you go to accp.org, you can find the application link. And then you can also email us again, purposeawards@accp.org, with any questions you may have. So thank you all for joining us. We will share a recording of this webcast in case you want to go back and watch anything or have any additional questions. You will have access to the information afterwards as well. We hope you all have a great afternoon and we look forward to receiving your applications. Thanks, everyone.